This is Helen Pellet. Welcome to Here's What I Like, Russian literature. And now I'll tell you why. Are you okay?
There's a lot of things in this world to see. Da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Come on in and have iced tea. Here's what I like. And now I'll tell you why.
Here is a book.
Book.
It looks big. The print looks small. The author has an un-American name. Mrs. Schultze told me to read it in 9th grade. I didn't do it then. Why should I do it now? I say, read it. You should. Make yourself. You can learn a lot about history, and you'll be surprised what a saucy ride it is. But you say, I don't want to. I'd rather read this hilarious book by David Sedaris. And I say, sure, well spoken. But I also say, there are reasons why you should.
Examples of great Russian novels and the wonderful lessons they teach us.
Example A, Anna Karenina.
Anna Karenina.
It's okay to be sad sometimes. So much pressure to be happy. Give yourself a break. Middle-aged women can be desired heroines with long, flowing hair. Ooh. It's not only the 20-year-olds who are throwing themselves in front of a train. If you want to veer off in the middle of an exciting plot point about ill-fated romance and talk about farming for 200 pages, go ahead. Follow your bliss. Some people may stop reading or skip over huge sections, but if they're truly interested, they'll follow you through to the end.
Example B. The nose.
Don't think just because you are youngish and mildly attractive that you are avant-garde. People have been being more avant-garde than you, me, or anyone we know for centuries. This is a book written in 1830 by a man named Gogol. No, not Google, Gogol. Anyway, here is the plot. On the 25th of March, a particular barber, Ivan Ivanovich, wakes to find a nose in his breadbasket. Horrified, he recognizes the nose of that Major Kovalov. He tries to get rid of the nose by throwing it into the Neva River, but he is caught by a policeman. Meanwhile, Major Kovalov wakes up to find his nose missing from his face. Later, he finds his nose impersonating an officer. When he confronts his nose and commands it to get back on his face, his nose wants nothing to do with him. And the story keeps going on like this, and you're reading it, and you're thinking, am I drunk? Did someone really write this? Did someone really write this in 1830? Well, guess what? Someone did. And his name was Google. And he wrote it before you, and he wrote it better than you, and he was weirder than you. So you better get hopping and do something with yourself, for Lord's sake. And don't worry about being avant-garde, because chances are you really aren't.
Example C. The Brothers Karamazov.
Use nicknames freely. This can be fun. Alexei in the Brothers Karamazov had not one, not three, but 7 nicknames. So don't feel you have to call people the same thing every time. It simply isn't necessary. For instance, My maid Nora here can be called Noriska, Noroska, Kashavarnishkas, Stinking Noriska, Aranovaskavich, Noraschik, or simply maid. Obviously, this is a great deal of fun for everyone. Wide-eyed, innocent, devoted people are always beloved, especially if adorable. Just because you have a bag full of rubles and are running home to feed your starving family doesn't mean you won't lose it all in a card game before you get home. Whist. And I'll take this, and this, and this. Oh, that's all you have.
Example D. Crime and punishment.
The line between right and wrong is a very thin line and can be easily broken, like the lines painted on a road. Do everybody a favor and stay to the right. Otherwise, you will die a very slow and self-inflicted death. If you're English, stay to the left.
In conclusion,
in the very center of great joy lay the seeds of great sadness. Now deal with it. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Here's What I Like, and Now I'll Tell You Why. Tune in next week for our segment on the world of forgotten faux pas and whatever happened to ring around the collar. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I have to go. So much to do, so little time.
Turn the page.